man. What's going on, family?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Oh, man, another day, another struggle, man. Boss maintaining, man. I ain't doing too much.
Oh man, I hear you, man. Shoot, man. To see you in the flesh like this, man, I can't tell you.
Yeah, sure, man. I'm trying to keep my head up, man.
It's real. It's real, man.
Yeah. I just got some paperwork from the courts today.
Oh yeah, you got some news?
Yeah, I got some news, man. But it ain't really saying too much. But what I want to hear. But you know, it's a constant fight.
Okay.
It's a constant fight, man. I'm gonna keep my spirits up high, though.
Oh yeah. I see you smiling, man. So yeah, man. Yeah. Gotta definitely stay strong, man. Shit, I'm going. Hey, man. Like I said, it's a constant battle, man. So I mean, as long as you fighting that battle, you know what I mean, and you got that fight in you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then you this close. You about this close away from, you know what I mean, getting where you want to be. You know what I'm saying?
You best believe it.
Yeah, every moment. Word.
Hey, man, you know. Well, how everything been going on with you?
Oh man, everything's straight, man. Everything's straight. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just been staying busy myself on my end. You know what I mean? Trying to get things to where I want them to get. You know what I'm saying? Reconnecting with you was definitely a big thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like salute to Stacia on that, because I was like, man, like I thought about you all the time. Like I said, I didn't know the details of what was going on, but you know, I've been out of tune what's going on. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, man, yo, I don't know what's going on, but I hope everything work out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, you know, man, you know how I put it, man. You know, it's easy to do the wrong thing, especially when it's more obstacles than opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, man. You know, I'm speaking from what's inside the belly of the beast, and you know, it's a lot of things that's going on inside of here. But hold up, excuse me for a second. Let me go get something real quick.
Go ahead, do you think?
Background, man. This the maximum housing security unit. This is the SHU program right here.
Okay.
Take a quick look at that before.
Yeah, it's a little blurred, but. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Hold up.
There you go.
Now what you saying?
No, I was just saying, like, you know, how I was like, you was asking me what was going on, and I was like, you know what I mean, on my end, I'm trying to make things work, you know what I mean, trying to do what I'm doing. I wasn't tuned in to what was going on, like, the details of what you had going on, but I knew you was going through it, so I was just praying for you, you know what I'm saying, just keeping you in my prayers, and then reconnecting with you was like, man,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying, for real.
Well, you know, definitely been a journey, man. Going through a lot, man. Fighting these courts and stuff like that. You know, they gave me, you know, I'm sitting right now on 99. I got 90 years, man, for a robbery. You know, they gave me 90 years, man. And my co-defendant, you know, he got probation. Yeah, so the moral of the story is, you know how that go. But at the same time, you know, I'm still staying motivated and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know, it's things that goes on with inside of the court system, you know, that don't give us opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm sitting here in the maximum housing security unit, and just basically I'm barely breathing, man, but I'm surviving. You know, I got good brothers around me.
Yeah.
And we standing fast and we standing firm on what we believe in. You know, it's a lot of misconception of what's going on inside of these walls. So, you know, I have to be the one to step up, and I appreciate you, you know, me recording me and making a platform, creating a platform for those are the voiceless that's inside of the belly of the beast that's not able to speak and let people know what's going on, the public know what's really going on inside of these walls. Because there's a lot of illegal actions going on inside of these walls that the people don't know, that the public don't know. You know, that they try to swipe under the rug. Like recently, right now, you know, the prison is under investigation right now. You know, they got the thing that's going on in here here is called the ACA.
ACA.
What they do is they come inside of the prisons and see what's going on inside of these prisons, and then they leave here and they tell the public a lie, and they say stuff as if like, yo, the education system is on 100% here, they got programmers here, everything's all right and stuff like that. But paper that came out recently, it was on November 25th, 2021 on a Thursday, and this is like the people that was speaking, and they were speaking to the public, and they was lying. So I don't want to read all of it to you, but I would like to read half so y'all know what's really going on.
The people want to know. People want to know. Trust me. Take your time.
Yeah. So what they said, the lie that they said in here, it says this. I'm going to quote word for word. It says, "This month, James T. Vaughn Correctional Center completed its first audit through the American Correctional Association. The ACA is provided nonprofit trade association and accrediting body for the correction industry. Over 3 days, a team of editors from ACA conducted a comprehensive inspection of Delaware's largest correctional factory, review files, and interview staff, inmates about factory conditions and operations. To achieve ACA accreditation, adult correctional factories are required to be found comply with 100% of 64 mandatory standards and 90% of more of 509 non-mandatory standards established by ACA. These standards represent fundamental correctional practices that, and one of them is ensure staff and inmate safety and security. And that right there, I would like to let the public know that is a bald-faced lie. This institution right here do not ensure staff or inmate safety and security in here. Remind you, this place is severely, I repeat, severely understaffing, which creates a hostile environment, not only for the COs, but for the inmates that's housed here. It's very severely understaffing here. And there was a complaint by, hold up real quick. There was a complaint that was put out there by Brother X. And be patient with me real quick.
Oh yeah, take your time, brother.
Severity understaffing was hidden from the public and legislatures. For example, despite operational needs and obligations under the COAD union contract, the Carney, DeMathis, and Troxler defendants made a public decision not to file vacant correctional officers' positions within the DOC. This policy caused severe understaffing in the DOC prison factories, including James T. Vaughn Correctional Center. In the fall of 2001, in the civil action of Sandra M. Floyd, V.J. Markell of the Human Resources Director, Ann Vasselli of the DOC testified that the DOC had literally hundreds of vacancies, security positions in the prison. Around this time, in an effort to hide the extent of the severe understaffing in DOC faculties, the former governor of Delaware ordered the removal of any vacant job position at James T. Vaughn Correctional Center. Defendant Carney, Troxler, and DeMathis admitted and participated in implementing the orders of former governor of Delaware. These cuts did not eliminate DOC's need for correctional officers to fill these positions, but only hide the true extent of the understaffing from the general population and formed the Delaware General Assembly. As a result, the staffing numbers included the allocated staff levels did not even come close to showing how severely understaffed DOC prisons currently are. By eliminating these positions, Defendant Carney, D. Matthews, and Troxler extensively and willfully continued the massacre of causing the appearance that DOC has only short a certain number of officers, while in reality the DOC was greatly and severely understaffed by an even larger number of officers. In doing so, Defendant Carney, D. Matthews, and Troxler sought to distort the actual numbers so they did not appear as bad for public and legislative consumption. Defendant Carney, D. Matthews, and Troxler never addressed the DOC's vital actual need that these positions had to be fully staffed and filed. Then after elimination of those positions, the understaffing problem only worsened as time went by, since correctional officers continued to leave the DOC faster than replacements could be hired and trained for the acknowledged position. For example, in 2003, 179 officers left the DOC, while only 152 were hired to replace them. Similar, in the first several months of 2004, 79 officers also left, while only 37 were hired. Numerous staffing and security problems were caused by these cuts in exodus of correctional officers, including but not limited to the following: DOC institutions and policies of freezing or forced involuntary overtime, whereby correctional officers were forced to stay on at the end of their shift and to work another shift because there was no other officer to replace them. In May 2004, the DOC was over an entire shift short, which resulted in a massive amount of involuntary overtime or freezing of officers. Several buildings at DCC were closed because of the lack of staff. Any correctional officer who refused to be frozen and work and forced involuntary mandatory overtime was charged with abandonment of post or other disciplinary measures, which resulted either in suspension or termination of employment. On August 5th, 2004, the DOC even filed a lawsuit in the Delaware Court of Chancery against COAD and its union officials, seeking to force the union members to work voluntary overtime. The lawsuit was ultimately unsuccessful. So that goes to show you right there, man, this is not just inmate trouble. This is a classroom. You know what I'm saying? So the staff need to get on board as well.
Yeah, so I'm gonna ask you this because I kind of got the gist from what you just said, but like for people that don't understand how it works, right? Like, could you explain the impact of short staff, like not having staff in there for security purposes? Like, what's the impact of that? Because some people that don't know what's going on, they might be like, oh, the less officers, the better, right? Because y'all don't want to be around the officers. Like, can you explain how that impacts y'all?
Oh, well, the lack of officers, you know, the impact on that is heavy here. Just like what we going through right now. You know, the lack of officers, that means, you know, a lot of stuff that goes on in here that's, you know, far as with the dental, when you filling out sick calls, like the major issue that we going on right now, you know, I'm in building 18 right now. You know, what's going on right now over this whole prison. You understand what I'm saying? We filling out sick calls, and as we filling out sick calls, they are not responding to our sick calls. Then they not responding to our sick calls. Meaning, this is a major issue. This has to deal with medical. You got brothers in here that have two issues that's filling out sick calls for mental issues and not being seen, and you got brothers in here that are sick that's filling out medical, you know, sick calls and not being seen. So because them being understaffed, meaning that they can't fulfill the need to come see everybody and take them to sick calls. It's because we understaffed. You understand?
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Violating our mental health, violating our medical and stuff like that. And what people don't know, and what they try to understand, they tell these people, the ACA here, that they doing what they supposed to be doing in here, and that this jail is getting ran 100% 100%, which is not.
Mm-hmm.
Which is not. You know what I'm saying? See, when people start to realize, let me make you understand the ACA. The American Correctional Association, ACA, gives accreditation to prisons that seek the stamp of approval for human treatment of prisons. As anyone who is incarcerated knows, the ACA audits are planned months in advance so that the administration can get the inmates to repaint walls and wax the floors in the time. What's expected around during mainline, the food being served is of a much higher quality than usual. If they want to interview prisoners, the administration will already have a few loyal subjects lined up. The reality, the ACA is a private boys club made up of many former prison wardens who have each other's backs. And in reality, it has no legal standing or virtuism to punish prisons that aren't up to code. The idea that prisons can achieve justice through administrative grievances is as ridiculous as the idea that circus animals can petition the ringmaster to be free. It is basically a pressure release that redirects our righteous rage to predetermined channels that ultimately lead nowhere. Just another one of their tricks to control us. So people need to understand the ACA. That I'm breaking down to you right now. That the ACA is the people that's coming through here now. You know what I'm saying? Coming through here now. And the crazy thing is they not coming through the struggle. They not coming back maximum to the shoe program. They not going out there on the main line and going to everybody building. And they going to buildings like E-Building. And, you know what I mean, with the little pet inmates that they already planned months ahead of time and told them what to say.
Right. So they're not even touching the people. They're not even, they disconnected with the people that's really, you know what I mean, something's going on.
What's really going on.
Yeah.
The CEOs, the officers that's in here, and everybody that's working under the management of the warden May is wrong because they see the wrong intent and the wrong dealings that's going on in here, but they won't speak up. They won't say nothing in fear of losing their job position. You know, and they put in these papers as if everything is 100% at Vaughn Correctional Institution, and that's not the case at all. That's not the case at all. And,
hey, can you restate? You said James T. Vaughn. For the listeners, you know, who don't know, where is it at? Where is this located?
Police is behind me right now, and they intentionally is making noise. They got the door running. They cracking the door. So they do it intentionally, so I can't hear you. So I'll repeat that question again, brother.
Oh, I said for the listeners, let them know. You said James T. Vaughn. Let them know like where that's located. Restate that for me, just so the listeners can know.
Say that again, brother, because the correctional officers is making it very hard for me to hear these.
Got you. Where's James T. Vaughn located?
James T. Vaughn is located in Smyrna, Delaware.
Yep.
Yeah, it's located in Smyrna on Paddock Road. And I just want the people to know that this is a social platform that we're trying to set up. And we want our voices to be heard. You know, we don't have no other platforms. They took the business from us. We can't have contact business or nothing.
Wow. So
this is a social platform. So for those who are sitting here listening to this message right now, please reach out and help. You can come on my tablet. You can come on the tablet. All you gotta do is go on gettingout.com, you know, and my brother will show you how to do it. Gettingout.com. Look my name up. My name's Jamar Waters. I host at JT Vaughn Correctional Center. And you know, send your hand out to me, man. Send your hand out to me. But I just want to be heard. And this we trying to create a platform, a social platform, so we can counter the unjust that's going on inside this prison, man. And I will get penalized for what I'm saying right now. Once the administration hear me saying this and talking like this, I will get penalized. They will be searching my cell and bother me and try to get me to act out. But little do they know that adversity, calamity has turned my mind into steel. You know, nothing bothers me anymore. I got to stay focused on my agenda and an objective, and to create a social platform for the voiceless, for the people that's locked down behind the prison walls, that's in the SHU program, and they lying. There's people here right now that's about to go home in a couple months. So my question is, why are they maxing out from the SHU program? Why do the administration got them maxing out from the SHU program? That shit, I want to say that, talk about rehabilitation, the programs here and everything. Why is people maxing out from the SHU program? You feel what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, most definitely.
So the whole thing is, hold up, they being very loud. The administration don't want me to talk.
That's all good.
But basically, what I'm saying, you got people that's ready to go home right now.
Mm-hmm.
Why the administration at James T. Vaughn Correctional System is not giving them a chance?
Right.
Not giving them a chance to rehabilitation. They are maxing. Why are you allowing these men to max out from the SHU maximum housing security? Why do you not place them on the main compound?
Right.
Inside of a program and get them ready to transition out to society. That's what's not going on inside of here, and these people's not telling you, and they're telling the public, and they putting it in the paper right here. All you gotta do is go online and check it out. November 21st, you know what I'm saying? It was on a Thursday paper. They lied to the public. So it's already made for us to self-destruct when we get back out there into society for those who are strong-minded.
Right.
So why are they putting in the paper and telling the public that programs and rehabilitation programs is 100% here when it's a lie? It's a lie. You really got people maxing out going home from the SHU program. I mean, if they good enough to go to society, then they good enough to go up there in that yard, which means the main compound, and put them into a program so they can transition out to society the way it's supposed to.
Right.
Not transition back into society in the SHU program when you lock down 24 hours out the day, mainly. So this right here, then again, this is a social platform for the voiceless. And I'm here to tell you, Jamar Waters, and I'm just asking the people, the public, extend your hand, man. And I'm gonna let y'all know what's really going on in here. But this is what needs to happen.
Right.
We need to start producing more.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Nah, that's absolute fact, man.
A whole bunch of craziness. I'm just now starting to just try to gain consciousness of what's really going on around me in my environment. You know what I'm saying? And this jail is not helping me out. This prison is not helping me out.
Right.
How people try to make it out to be inside of these papers, lying to the public. I'm stuck in the SHU program. I've been back here since 2016. I have not stabbed not one person yet.
Wow.
Or nothing like that. Why am I still stuck in the SHU program? Come back here, tell the ACA that. Come back here in Maximum Housing Security Unit and check out these inmates that's housed back here. They not back here for stabbings. They not back here for assaults. They back here trying to reach out. They trying to reach out.
No, hold on. Say 23 minutes. Wow, you see that? Look at this. Your video call has ended. I had 30 minutes, y'all. 30 minutes. It's 23 minutes. They cut it off. Why is that? You know what I mean? Hey, man. Blessings to Jamar Waters, man. I grew up with him. You know what I'm saying? From yay high. The fact that he's in this situation, it hurts my heart. But to see him empowered, to see him motivated, that's half the battle, man. Just to see him fighting day in and day out, trying to get answers, trying to find solutions, things like that. I mean, it's one of those things, man. I wanted to ask him, if he had any guidance for, the youth, and I wanted to go into that bag. You know what I'm saying? We gonna probably have to do a part 2 for sure. Because I definitely wanted to see what his thoughts were on that, and kind of You know, because this is all about positivity, and reversing a cycle. You know, that's all.